Reasons to reconsider stepping on a leash as a means to prevent jumping. When a dog tries to jump up while he's pinned down, imagine the jarring that might occur at the neck, maybe even down the spine. While the dog is trying to lift, there might be too much pressure on the knees as well. Some dogs jump because of excitement, and holding down the leash or pinning the dog down will do nothing to curb that excitement. It's still there and might get worse if they're pinned into position. Some dogs jump because they're nervous or anxious, and pinning a dog in place can add to that anxiety. And if a dog is overly excited or overly anxious and they aren't allowed to jump, that frustration can still come out in other ways, like barking or nipping or some other undesirable behavior. If you feel you need to do it for safety reasons, consider this is no guarantee that the dog won't jump up. If the dog is determined enough and strong enough, the leash might slip from my foot. The dog has already felt the jarring but still gets loose. Now it's extra excited once he's loose. Plus the human could get injured if the leash slips up while we're standing on it. And even if this action isn't injurious to the dog, and even if your dog isn't overly anxious or nervous, still even a normal dog, or quote normal dog, can feel trapped if another human is coming closer. Some people might feel like they need to do this for safety reasons, but some things to consider. In the time it takes to grab the leash, put it on the ground, and stand on it, you could have told the approaching human to go away, or you could have cued your dog to make a U-turn and come with you. And that would be much safer than holding down the leash. And if you already know your dog is a jumper, you'll want to maintain a considerable distance from anyone that your dog might injure. Someone who might be smaller than your dog, like a child, or someone who may already have an injury, or something else that could be exacerbated by a dog jumping on them. If you must use this technique, here are some things to consider. Don't pin your dog down while a stranger approaches, and don't let a stranger touch your dog while he is pinned down with the leash. Even a normal dog can feel very trapped this way and uncomfortable while a stranger approaches them head on and touches them. Only use this as a safety measure, never as a measure to hold your dog down while someone approaches. Consider that a harness might be safer than a collar. And the front clip harness might work, but note that some of the front clip harnesses cut across the chest and shoulders, and so that might be uncomfortable if it squeezes across the shoulders and chest as the dog is trying to jump. If you must use this technique, I would highly recommend speaking to an ortho vet or some other vet who specializes in animal physical therapy or animal physiology. Figure out the safest way this can be done and the safest equipment to use when doing it. Otherwise, distance is your friend. If your dog has an issue with jumping, maintain the distance from those he might jump on. And see more information on how to help a jumping dog in the description box of the video.